Hello, everybody. I'm here to tell you a little bit about Maplewood's fire evacuation plan and map. So as you can see, this is the same map that you all have posted in your classroom, but I'm sharing this with you today because we have two unique things going on at Maplewood this year. One being that our backyard is an active construction site, and number two is that we still need to maintain social distancing while we're doing drills. Hopefully this short video is going to clear some of that up. Now, the first thing you need to know is kind of where we all line up when we leave the building. So the first place, one of the main places that students leave is right here from this first floor door, and this is for both the 6th grade hallway and part of the 7th grade hallway. When they evacuate out this north door, you actually continue past the bus lane and then you line up on the grass that's on the other side of the bus lane here. When you exit out these side doors through the parking lot, you actually, and this will be for, some of the special education classrooms here, some of the 6th grade classrooms here, and then many of the 8th grade classrooms. When you proceed out these doors, you're going to go all the way through the parking lot onto the grass on the other side, and you're going to want to line your classes up over here on the grass on the other side of the parking lot. When you carry out the front door, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to continue all the way past the bus lane, line up on the grass. Over here, if you go out the pool doors or the loading dock doors, you're going to continue all the way past the sidewalk and line up on the other side of the street. And here's where it gets tricky. When you have an exit that is supposed to use the 6S door, this leads you right to the active construction site. So for a few of these classrooms, we're talking about 205, 206, 207, 208. These classrooms are now going to actually proceed down this hallway, down the ramp, and then you'll go out these doors, maybe better see it over here, out these doors, which is like by the art door. You'll go out, there's a sidewalk there that'll carry you, and you will end up lining up outside here in the parking lot. That's the first big change because of the construction. So that will affect any of the classrooms that are scheduled to go out the 6S door, also as some of these 300 classrooms. If you follow this red line to exit, you're actually going to go down both ramps and exit out the art door and line up in the parking lot. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was social distancing and how we can maintain that during fire drills. In the case of an actual fire or an actual emergency, social distancing is not going to matter. In the case of a drill, it does, and we want to be careful. So what we're going to instead do is we're going to make sure that you go kind of classroom by classroom. So let's take the 6th grade hallway, for example. You're going to, as the teacher, just poke your head out the door and watch as the classrooms in front of you leave. So when a fire drill goes off, this is Dave Knapp's room. Dave Knapp would leave. Cindy would see that Dave Knapp is leaving and then lead his class out. Then Emily Schmidt would watch Cindy's class and then go. Sean would follow Emily's class. Mike would follow Sean's class. Laura would follow Mike's class, and so on. So instead of everybody flooding into the hallway at one time, you would watch the classroom ahead of you leave. Now, through these doors are kind of tricky. There's two sets of doors. We want the 6th graders to use the left side of the door, and we would want our 7th graders, who are going to come down the stairs, to use the right side door as they go out, so we can maintain social distancing at all times. Here's another example. Up here, we would want to watch as Cassie's group leaves, and then Kristen's group would leave after that, and then Elizabeth's, and then Tim's, and so on down the hallway. When it comes down here to the ramp, you just want to make sure that you are, many of these classrooms won't have a lot of children, but as Julie's the first one, she's going to want to make sure that there's social distancing on the ramps. And then Mary will follow suit, and so on. And then again, the last point, we're going to attempt to maintain as much social distancing as we can during our drills, but making sure that we are not following one-way hallways during this, and that students are still wearing their masks. Thank you very much. Hopefully that cleared up some of our unique situations we have going on this year.